Hello. So what is the difference between should, can, and have to? Today we're going to talk about this. Welcome to this ESL channel. So let's first start with should, shouldn't. So what is the structure? The positive form, subject plus should plus verb in basic form plus object or preposition. And negative form is subject plus should not plus verb in basic form plus object or preposition. Remember, you have to use the basic form of the verb, infinitive without to. We use should to say that something is a good idea or the right thing to do. We use shouldn't to say that something is not a good idea or not the right thing to do. Examples: you should buy a new alarm clock. It's kind of advice. You shouldn't leave your bag open on the bus. So how do we use it? In the positive form, I, you, he, she, we, they should buy a dictionary. And negative form, I, you, he, she, we, they shouldn't means should not worry. Remember, again, you have to use the basic form of the verb. Should I, you, he, we, she, we, they come in now? Easy, just put the should at the beginning of the sentence and make it question. So before we go to next part and speak about can and have to, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you find value in this video. There's a little note here. Should is not as strong as have to. Examples: we have to go now or we will be late. It is necessary to go. We should go now or we will be tired tomorrow. This is a good idea. So feel the difference between them. The first one isn't necessary, is obligatory, and the second one is not necessary, just a good idea, just a kind of advice. The forms below are often used for giving advice. Why don't you look for a flat in the center of the town? It's a kind of related material to this course, and I put it there. Try putting an advertisement in the local newspaper. So, both of them are advice. So, let's speak about can, can't. First, structure. The positive form, subject plus can plus verb in basic form plus object preposition, like should. And the negative form, subject plus cannot plus verb in basic form plus object preposition. Remember, check out the practices at the end of the video. We use can and can't to talk about different kinds of possibility. Ability. Sue can dance quite well, but she can't sing. So it's about Sue's abilities. Permission. You can't come in. Can we go home? Both of them are permissions. So how do we use can? I, you, he, she, we, they can speak English. The negative form is I, you, he, she, we, they cannot speak English. So here, there is no difference between the third person and I, you, we, they. And question form, just put the can at the beginning of the sentence. Can I, you, he, she, we, they speak English? Easy. So let's talk about have to, don't have to, and at first it's a structure. The positive form is subject plus have to or has to plus verb in basic form again plus object or preposition. And negative form is subject plus don't or doesn't plus have to plus verb in basic form plus object or preposition. Remember, we don't use haven't to here, okay? Doesn't or don't. Doesn't have or don't have. So there are some notes here that you have to consider. We use have to if something is necessary. We have to be at the airport by 6 o'clock. It's necessary. Have to is very similar to must. We must go now. It's necessary. We have to go now. It's necessary. Both of them are same. We use don't have to if it is not necessary to do something. We don't have to wear a uniform at my new school. It isn't necessary. If you want, you can wear, okay? But it is not necessary. So how do we use have to or don't have to? The positive form, I, you, we, they have to go now. And the third person, he, she, it has to go now. Okay? Again, you have to use the basic form of the verb, infinitive without to. I, you, we, they don't have to go now for the negative form. He, she, it doesn't have to go now. And the question form, just put do or does at the beginning of the sentence. Do I, you, we, they have to go now? Does he, she, it have to go now? For the third person we use does. So as we promised, there are some practices here for you. You blank shout at the children. It frightens them. Here in this practice, someone is giving advice. So you shouldn't shout at the children. It frightens them. I'm sorry, but you blank bring your dog in here. It's forbidden. At the end of the sentence, mentioned forbidden. It means that it's a law. It's necessary. So we should use I'm sorry, but you cannot. Okay? It's some kind of permission. You cannot bring your dog in here. It's forbidden. Next one. You blank get a visa before traveling to the United States. It's the law. Again, it's the law. So you must get a visa before traveling to the United States, or you have to. Both of them are same, must or have to. You blank work in the library till 10 o'clock. It's open all evening. It's a kind of advice, and it's an ability that you can do or you cannot do. So it's an option for you. You can work in the library till 10 o'clock. It's open all evening. Easy. You blank think very carefully before you sell the house, I think. It's an advice. So we use should. You should think very carefully before you sell the house, I think. It's an advice from a friend. And the last one. Teachers at this school blank wear a tie, but they can if they want. Teachers at this school don't have to wear a tie. Means it is not necessary for them to wear a tie, but they can if they want. Easy. Okay, thank you for watching this video. I hope it helped you in your lessons and exam, and see you soon.